GWR TV was a concept that came to life earlier in 2006, and basically the concept of GWR TV was spawned out of having to relaunch our website, something that we were trailing a little bit behind in the industry, hadn't done very well, and the expectation was when we launched a radio website to do stuff that our listeners would want to visit and keep going back to and visiting. And we did all the usual stuff, building pages, pictures of people, but it wasn't enough to drive page impressions. So the concept was, the one thing that radio doesn't have as its strength is the visual picture. So we do a lot of events, we're very active in the area, and it just was a combination of both of those coming together. It was, how do we give our listeners the chance to see what we're doing and feel more of a part of it and really build on that emotional connection, but without moving away from being a radio brand. And it was the website that kind of became the key to that. In 2006 we've done events like Bryan Adams with like 15,000 people there, who for our listeners that couldn't be there have now been able to experience it. It's been pretty successful. It's also helped us raise a lot of profiles of what the radio station's about. It's really helped with the brand awareness. But overall, the results we've seen for our website has been phenomenal. In the terms of the group in which we work in, we're not one of the biggest radio stations, but our website is continuously near the top for page impressions and conversion of our listeners to website users. We've smashed most of our targets, and year to date we're about 120% of our targets for page impressions and unique users, and most of that website traffic comes from being able to post this video up onto the website after the event's happened. The sooner it comes onto the website following the event, the more our listeners want to go and see and relive that experience, and it's been phenomenally successful for us, and something that a lot of other radio stations in our network are now looking at, going, how can we recreate the page impressions, the unique users and everything else that GWR FM in Wiltshire are doing? And the answer is, it's all down to those videos. We can see it on the pages. When we put that video on there, our page impressions go up.